In an unexpected turn of events, Subaru has topped the charts in Consumer Reports for the 2025 brand ranking, beating hotshots like BMW and Lexus to make it to the top of the list. While foreign brands take top spots on the ranking, domestic brands seem to be fighting for space on the bottom. And that's what we will be talking about in this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. Since the company established the Subaru of America in 1968, it has been working to increase its presence in the US market. However, it wasn't until the 2000s that Subaru's sales really started to take off. The launch of the Subaru Outback in 2000 and the Impreza WRX in 2001 helped to establish the brand as a major player in the US market. Since then, Subaru has continued to expand its lineup, introducing new models like the XV Crosstrek, Ascent, and BRZ. Today, Subaru is a well-established brand in the American market, known for its reliable, safe, and versatile vehicles. While it may not be the largest automaker in the US, Subaru has carved out a loyal following and continues to grow its market share. We can say that its top spot is well-deserved. That is not all. Subaru also came out on top in the reliability rankings, taking out Toyota and Lexus, which are usually the ones to beat when it comes to dependability. This is a big deal, and it shows that Subaru is serious about building cars that are not only fun to drive, but also reliable and long-lasting. It's a huge accomplishment for Subaru, and it's clear that the brand is doing something right. American brands can definitely learn from this, but we will come to this later. In addition to Subaru, other Asian manufacturers Lexus, Honda, Kia, Toyota, Hyundai, and Infiniti took up 6 of the available top 10 spots, leaving the remaining 3 for German manufacturers BMW, Audi, and Porsche. We can say that Asian manufacturers have completely swept up the market. The top 5 brands remain largely unchanged, with Lexus making a notable climb to 3rd place, overtaking Porsche and Honda. Audi made a significant jump, rising 6 spots to claim 6th place, thanks to strong road test scores and solid owner satisfaction metrics. However, not all brands fared as well. Cadillac experienced the largest decline, falling 7 positions to 21st, largely due to reliability issues with its Lyriq electric SUV. Buick also slid 4 spots to 17th, weighed down by the adequate road test performance of its new Invista model. On the other hand, several brands stood out for their consistent performance, with Porsche, Infiniti, Mini, and Buick earning recommendations for every tested model. While things looked good for foreign brands, it was a tough year for domestic manufacturers, with most struggling to make a significant impact in Consumer Reports rankings. Sadly, Chrysler was the lone bright spot, jumping 8 spots to 16th place, but it still lagged behind its foreign competitors. The rest of the domestic brands didn't fare much better. Tesla came in 18th, followed closely by Ford in 19th place. Cadillac and Lincoln tied for 24th, while Chevrolet also landed in 24th. Dodge, GMC, Rivian, and Jeep brought up the rear, with none of the domestic brands cracking the top 10. Not a single American brand made it to the top 10 on the ranking. Rather, they were all scrambling for a spot at the bottom. More than half of the lowest-ranked brands were American. Notably, 4 of these brands, Jeep, Rivian, Land Rover, and GMC, specialize in creating vehicles that blend off-road capability with luxurious interior features. However, only Rivian managed to achieve a road test score that's at least average, according to Consumer Reports. The other 3 brands fell short, which is significant given their emphasis on building vehicles that can handle challenging terrain. Land Rover, in particular, has been struggling with reliability issues, which may contribute to its low ranking. Jeep, meanwhile, has failed to impress Consumer Reports with its overall performance. GMC, which has been positioning itself as a premium brand, still has work to do to catch up with the competition. Rivian, on the other hand, has shown promise with its electric vehicles, demonstrating strong performance and features. While there's room for improvement, Rivian's mid-pack road test score is a positive sign for the brand. Consumer Reports also named Jeep as the manufacturer of the worst cars in America. The iconic brand, known for its rugged off-road vehicles, failed to impress the consumer advocacy group, which couldn't recommend a single Jeep model. This news may come as a shock to Jeep fans, who have long admired the brand's ability to build tough, capable vehicles. However, it seems that Jeep's focus on off-road performance may have come at the expense of overall quality and reliability. If you're in the market for a new car, it's worth taking a closer look at Consumer Reports' findings. The organization's unbiased reviews can help you make a more informed decision and avoid potential pitfalls. The question is why? Why are domestic brands doing so badly? Reports show that consumers do not do well with companies that are constantly making changes in their upgrades, since this cannot be adequately tested for reliability and durability. They would rather stick to what has worked over time. What does this mean for domestic brands? They have some work to do to catch up with their foreign counterparts. This will probably involve returning to the drawing board and doing what the customer has always understood as what works. While there were some small gains this year, the overall performance was disappointing, and it will be interesting to see how these brands respond in the coming year, hopefully with better results. In addition to the American brands that struggled in Consumer Reports rankings, some other brands are also facing challenges due to aging lineups. For example, while Dodge's Hornet is a new model, the rest of its lineup, including the Challenger, Charger, and Durango, is showing its age. However, Dodge is poised for a significant refresh, which could help revitalize the brand. Alfa Romeo is another brand with an aging lineup, offering only 3 vehicles in the US market, including the Giulia sedan and Stelvio SUV, which are both several years old. Meanwhile, some brands, such as Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mercedes-Benz, performed reasonably well in road tests, but fell short in other areas. These brands struggled with below-average predicted reliability, poor customer satisfaction scores, or a combination of both. These issues can be a major concern for consumers who want to feel confident in their vehicle's performance and reliability. Outside the general issues faced by domestic brands in general, Consumer Reports also revealed a troubling trend for Detroit's Big Three automakers: Ford, General Motors, and Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCA. Despite their rich history and reputation for building tough, reliable vehicles, these iconic American brands are struggling with reliability issues. Some of the most popular models from these manufacturers, including the Ford F-150 Hybrid and F-150 Lightning, as well as the Chevrolet Blazer EV, were among the biggest disappointments. These vehicles, which represent a significant investment in innovation and technology, failed to deliver on reliability. The F-150 Hybrid and Lightning, in particular, were expected to be game changers for Ford, offering a combination of power, efficiency, and cutting-edge tech. However, reliability issues have tarnished their reputation and raised concerns among consumers. Similarly, the Chevrolet Blazer EV was seen as a key player in GM's electric vehicle lineup, but its reliability problems have put a damper on its launch. These issues are not only a setback for the manufacturers, but also a disappointment for consumers who are expecting more from these established brands. The reliability issues plaguing Detroit's Big Three are a wake-up call for the industry, as consumers increasingly prioritize reliability and durability when making purchasing decisions. These manufacturers must take steps to address these concerns and regain the trust of their customers. Jake Fisher, Consumer Reports Senior Director of Auto Testing, shared his candid insights on the latest rankings with Auto News. According to Fisher, the key to success lies in consistency and incremental improvement, rather than drastic changes. Fisher pointed to Toyota and Subaru as examples of automakers that have mastered this approach. By building on their existing strengths and making gradual refinements, these brands have established a reputation for reliability and consistency. In contrast, manufacturers that attempt to revolutionize their products with sweeping changes often end up introducing errors and compromising reliability. When you make significant changes, such as introducing new platforms or powertrains, you increase the risk of reliability problems, Fisher noted. This observation is borne out by the rankings, which show that Toyota and Subaru have reaped the benefits of their steady, incremental approach, while other automakers have struggled with the consequences of more radical changes. There is always another year to turn a new leaf and focus essentially on what would meet the needs of their customers. Hopefully, domestic brands understand this and make a comeback next year. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.